now to heat number 6. And what a lineup it is. Every race in the Grand Prix Series this year.
Fantastic.
Yeah, terrific. Heat number 6 and your gate positions then. Off the inside from Denmark, Niels Christian Iversen. Gate number 2, Jason Doyle from Australia. Nicky Pedersen, 3 times world champion, goes off gate 3 in white. And Andreas Jonsson, a winner in his first ride, made it look easy despite quite a serious knee injury. He's wearing that knee brace, and that is certainly awkward for him.
It
riding
was.
Through the pain.
He benefited from the tapes going up lopsided, but you've got to have a bit of good fortune every now and again, and that was a bit of good fortune for AJ, but he probably feels he deserves it. He's been through the pain barrier in the last few days. He's worked awfully hard just to get on his motorbike. Pedersen, who threatened in his opening ride but didn't quite land the blow he wanted and got himself relegated to 3rd place. Iversen charged hard. Doyle, he had some speed in his opening ride.
Certainly did. Here we go with heat number 6 here in Warsaw. Oh, well, quite clearly Jason Doyle there has jumped the start. And I think it was inevitable that something like this was going to happen, because they've never done it before in the Grand Prix, and certainly in league racing they have had rubber band starts where there is an official on the outside kneeling down, and that official then lets the rubber band go.
I suppose the only consolation there was no danger of him touching the tapes there, was there? So he got away with it from that point of view, but quite clearly moves too early. As I say, it is a very different, you'll see the traffic light there as soon as that goes off, but he's gone too early. He moved before the light actually went off. Just a fraction of a second too early there from Jason Doyle, and they'll have to come back and do it again.
Yeah, it's not ideal, of course.
Well, Pedersen's gone back. He's looking like he's walked off the track there. And Phil Morris was disappearing down the tunnel as well. So maybe there's going to be more discussions about this green light start.
Well, it is an all-4 riders restart. I think quite clearly there, if there were tapes, Doyle would have touched them.
Oh, he would have done, yeah. He would have destroyed them. As I say, that was the only good thing about that, was the fact that he had no danger of touching the tapes and being excluded from that. It'll be interesting to see how patient the referee is with riders. Nicky Pedersen has left the track. He walked down the tunnel. I did see Phil Morris following him, so whether there's going to be more discussions regarding this form of getting races underway, it's quite possible.
But I'm, like you, Kelvin, I'm not quite 100% clear on the rule book, but I assume that this is in the rules and regulations, that if there is a starting gate malfunction, then it's a green light start. I just assume they're following standard procedure here, albeit never happened in a GP before.
Yes, that's clear, but it's just then, you know, the subtleties of the rule around it, you know. How many times will a referee allow a rider to move before the light goes off? You know, all that sort of comes into the equation now. Has Jason Doyle now, will he receive an official warning for moving too early? Quite possibly. As I say, there's lots of unknowns here that we don't ordinarily come into, aren't in the equation when the tapes work normally.
Well, how awkward is it then? Because, you know, if you stick to the letter of the law, you have to warn Doyle.
Yes.
But you have to cut some slack because of the circumstances, surely.
Yes, because it's a new procedure. We see the green light there, but he moves just a fraction of a second too early, and it's a huge advantage to him. And then, what you know, the fact is that will Jim Lawrence now give him an official warning? If you do that again, Jason, you will be excluded. That is a possibility, of course. As I say, Nicky Pedersen did leave the track. He's not about, so I wonder whether Nicky's having a chat with Phil Morris or the referee.
He's just come back up the tunnel into the pits area.
He's got his helmet off. I don't think he's happy about this situation.
Well, I've got to say, you have to feel for the race director Phil Morris. It's his first Grand Prix.
Here we go.
Tony Steele is the jury president on the phone right now to the referee. Phil Morris, the race director, is alongside him. Tony Steele, a former referee, of course. And as I say, Phil Morris, in his first meeting in charge as FIM Speedway Grand Prix race director, has got a lot on his plate. He must be wondering what he's let himself in for.
Yes, he must be. As I said earlier, it's a baptism of fire for him. The track was difficult yesterday, and there was problems. You know, they've got over that, and then the problem with the this starting gate, but Nicky Pedersen has voiced an opinion there. We're not quite sure what that is. I'm sure we'll find out in the course of time. I can second guess it a bit. He must be can't be happy with the fact that they're starting on a green light. So, but he's back on his bike, and they're going to have to try and get it underway for the second time. But I'm sure in the course of time as well, we'll find out what the situation is regarding if you do move too early before the green light actually goes out. Are we seeing now Jason Doyle looks like he may have either been excluded? He hasn't even been given a warning. That seems very harsh. Has he been excluded, Nige?
He's quite clearly angry about something.
This is not ideal.
Just trying to establish what the situation is here.
Looks like to me with his reaction that he's just been informed that he's been excluded.
No, what rule? Mate, you told us if we make cut, everyone's touching on the yeah, mate, but I was still going, you know, when the light went off, the light was still on. It was off. It was off, mate.
Well, controversy again. The decision has been made very late. And
I feel for him there
I do as well, yeah.
because he was thinking that there was no indication that he was going to be excluded. I'm not privy to the brief meeting they had, where they told that they were going to get a warning, and then subsequently, if they did again, they'd be excluded, or would if they moved before the green light went off. If they were told that, then obviously then he can't really have too much to complain about. But quite clearly, he is furious.
Yeah, Jason Doyle, a very passionate character anyway.
Oh, looks like the tapes are working there, Nige.
Well, I've got to ask the question
here. An ironic cheer has just gone around the stadium.
But is it fair that 2 heats are done from the green light start, and all the rest are done from the tapes?
Nigel, I don't want to go there, mate. I just want to watch some speedway.
So do I. I'm with you. So, it does appear then that Jason Doyle is disqualified, and we are going to see an appearance of Bartosz Smarslik, the first reserve here. But Jason Doyle quite clearly furious. And now, so Jason Doyle has been disqualified for...